Thanks to everyone who have subscribed. If you have not, please do. And thanks for coming out here. I really appreciate you. Breaking news, drama. As one of the prison escapee, writes Governor Godwin Obaseki, claiming he's on his way to Libya. Hello everyone, a very warm big thank you to every one of you. Thank you for your support. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up and to subscribe if this is your first time. We all know nobody in this country is a stranger to what has gone on in this country with regards to prison break in Edo State. That was where it started. I started spreading like wildfire to other parts of the country where there are attempted prison break going on. And we know that this resulted to curfew being imposed by the government of Edo State and the people of Edo. And we also know that Governor Godwin Obaseki gave ultimatum to all escapees to report themselves back to the prison, or else, if caught, the sentence will be worse than it was before. We're getting reports now. One of the SKP has written to Governor Godwin Obaseki as a result of the announcement that was put out there. He says, "Sir, Governor Godwin Obaseki, I appreciate you for your request asking us to come back. But as it stands now, I'm on my way to Libya." Wow, that is quite funny. He's on his way to Libya, leaving Nigeria. I don't know which one is hotter, whether the fire or in the fry pan. Anyway, we know what is going on in Libya, how boys, girls are being molested, slaved, and killed, to mention but a few. The channels are not a place to cross, not even this time of the year, where in Europe is what we call winter. Let's get straight into the news and get all the details. Breaking news. Drama as one of the prison escapee, writes Governor Godwin Obaseki, claiming he's on his way to Libya. Following the prison break in Benin during the week, in which many prisoners ran away, one of the escapee, Osaro Odion, has written a letter to Governor Godwin Obaseki over the incident. According to Osaro, it is a freedom he has since given up, and it will never be foolish of him. It will be foolish of him not to jump at the opportunity offered to him on a platter of gold. In a letter titled "Open Letter of Apology to My Dear Governor Godwin Obaseki," Osaro noted with disdain how he was wrongly detained due to poor judgment. His full letter reads, "Dear Mr. Governor Godwin Obaseki, I just heard over the radio here in Sokoto that you want all escapee prisoners from White House and Oko prison, Benin City, to return to prison within 3 days. I did not believe before, but as the local radio continuously announced it, I realized it's true. Sir, kindly permit me to introduce myself. I was born and raised in Benin. I attended Moslo Primary School, Ogbe, and later became a driver in 2009. I was arrested for stabbing a guy who was always oppressing me with fine cars that his brothers were shipping to him from Italy. I was charged to court. Despite my lawyer's effort, I was sentenced to life imprisonment, 5 years already gone. Since then, life has been bad. I always pray for that. But as all I can see around me is mysteries and deaths. So you can imagine my shock and joy when my cellmate Monday woke me up on few days ago and said people outside the parole for our matter and they want us out. I didn't believe it first because I have given up hope of outside life. But when I saw men breaking through 5 inches whole block fence that Nigerian contractors defrauded Nigerian government, deceived them it was strong, and kept us inside, mumbled us, I moved, I jumped, and I joined those that escaped. Amidst hail of bullets that sounded like Christmas vanguard, to me, I quickly threw down my blue prison uniform and jubilated, joining the welcome crowd on Airport Road. I was not sure if this was a trap, So I ran towards Omogbo Street off Oke Central Road and stole a bear sheet over the side of a quiet bungalow with the owners too embarrassed to shout. I moved further down the road and saw some fine clothes used, and I quickly jumped on them, used them, wore them, and I moved on. I then ran towards Ogbe Road, GRA, fully dressed in a new, well packaged clothes, with no phone, no money, and not too certain of the reception my evil stepmother will provide. I decided to head to Adeowowo. At the corner of the Anglican Girls' Grammar School, I saw a fashion shop with a woman seriously busy with a scissors and a tape strap around her neck. I walked in and ordered and demanded money. As she attempted to argue, I made a fake attempt to pull out a gun. That was all I needed to convince her, and she handed me 29,000 naira, a lot of money for the fugitive. To cut the long story short, I took off from Benin at about 9 p.m. later that day in a long truck carrying empty tomatoes basket heading up the north. I paid the driver and begged him to join him on the journey. All I wanted was a drive to Lokoja, where my senior sister married to a crazy man stays. But the driver told me that his final stop was in Kaduna. See me, see good luck. I arrived Kaduna yesterday afternoon and immediately entered the bus to Sokoto. Oga Governor, you can imagine my shock hearing you directing the people like me should return back into the prison. Who is in my shoe? Who is in my shoe? Will you borrow? Will you give me money, or will you get me out of the prison? I would really love to return if there is hope. So you should have directed the escapee prisoners to you are directing us to come back into the nearest prison to report ourselves to the prison officers. Oga, there is no amnesty, or will you reduce the sentence of my prison terms instead of asking me to return to a broken system? Is there any hope for me? Is there something you are going to do to better my life? I am now headed on my way to Libya. Anything I see, I take. I am very sorry to disobey you, sir. I really appreciate and I love you. You are a great governor, and I really appreciate you. Please, no verse for me, sir. I'm on my way. Thank you very much, sir. So that is one of the escapee. That is one of the escapees sending message right now to Governor Godwin Obaseki. Leave us a comment. God bless you. Bye for now.